I like how we're both in San Francisco.
I know, right? Figured we should have matching backgrounds. Be
Yeah.
too weird if we didn't otherwise.
Yeah, so I was sick last week, and then I've been doing a lot of chess. I've been reading a little bit here and doing like tactics,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't been playing much. I was sick and then just busy, and then I don't know.
Yeah, I went back to Michigan for a couple weeks, and then just with the traveling and then the kids getting sick, just didn't have time for like the OTB. Just basically played um, like the dojo classical games,
Right.
and that's about it. I think the first last Friday is like the first time I actually played a bunch of like more than one chess game in a day in about a month.
Classical game in a month? Wow.
Although I was just playing Blitz last Friday.
Okay. You were playing. Did I see you play? Yeah, I did see you play.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How did you feel about your game then?
eh. Couple games were pretty good. Most of them were pretty bad.
Mm. Well, I had a few people were in chat telling me how proud they were of their win against you.
Oh, well, good. That makes me feel good.
Yeah, like they're like
I'm
I beat a 1900, and
awesome.
and I was like, all right, and they're like, please see it. Can we look at it? And I'm like,
Yeah,
I feel bad for the for the 1900, but send me the game, and then they were both yours. I was like, oh, he's not having a
yeah.
good day.
That's all right.
One got you with the queen sacrifice. I think it was either on h7.
Yeah, I
Um,
was in a scuffed Roy Lopez.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know if
I
you were
remember that
white
one.
or they were white, but and then with
I was black and they
okay,
were white, and then they
the knight
got me in like 10 moves or something like this.
yeah, the knight was on e7 something. You couldn't get out because the knight. Hey, checkmate, we. Hey, Neve Storth, how's it going?
Did I go to Scott's house? No, I'm just hanging out outside.
Yeah, it's just
See, he's on one end of the bridge and I'm on the other end.
yeah, yeah, clearly. Oh,
Clearly.
I wish I wish I could flip it. That'd be a funnier. Let me see if I could flip the background picture.
I could probably do this. That do anything? No, probably not.
I don't know what you did, but
No, nothing evidently.
background. Can I flip it? I want to flip it. Mirror my video. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, see, there you go.
There it
I
is.
just have to adjust your
Yeah.
seating arrangement.
I'll just. There it is.
There we go.
Yeah, yeah. This is the serious production value.
I mean, you come for the chest and you stay for the production value, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So yeah, I mean, people are gonna stroll in. Um, guess we could probably just get started.
All right.
Lolly's mate can be reached on either side of the board by either player. White has a material advantage, but the last move was utterly careless, to say the least. All right,
We're not pulling any punches on the criticism.
they are not. Um, Queen B4 is what I would do.
Okay.
Um,
So
And
what can white do to stop the getting checkmated on b2 if you go queen b4?
they can do b3.
Okay, and then
And then I go queen a2 or a3.
yep, and that's it, right?
And then that's it. Should be it.
Let's ship it.
Aikido, how's it going?
Bang, bang, bang. Nice and easy.
Bingo bango.
I won my classical game this week with this exact checkmate pattern.
Did you? Who'd you play?
Mm-hmm. I played Yar 33 or Ray, I think.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, I think he's in Singapore, I want to say.
okay. I've seen him, or I've seen the name. Reaching the corner, mate. White is down a pawn. Silly white. But white's knight is more actively placed than black's. Can white force a breakthrough in the heart of black's position? Um, huh. Oh, that's cool, Arakita.
This is kind of a hard one.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Is it entirely forced?
Yes, but it does have a kind of like a quiet move. That's not a check,
Okay.
but it does force. It's makes an how to phrase this, a irrefutable threat.
Gotcha.
That
Gotcha.
basically only thing that black can do is suicide some pieces with checks,
All right.
puzzle rush style.
All right. So let's go with the most forcing move. Or yeah, the most forcing move is queen takes e6. It's the most forcing move in the position, I think.
All right.
All right.
And if they just go king h8,
King h8.
or yeah, sure, okay, king h8.
King h8. Okay, the only other check I see after that is I see two. See knight f7 and knight g6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. If knight f7, and if then king h7, there's checkmate with queen g6. Oh wait, never mind. They can take my queen. I'm an idiot. I told you. All right, so it's not that. It's definitely not that.
All right. So you figured out you hung your queen, right?
Yeah, I figured that out.
Okay.
After I started doing it again in my head. Oh man. Yeah, don't hang your queen, Scott. It's not a good
Yeah,
thing to do.
exactly. Neesworth has got it. Like you haven't played in a few months. Just they hung their queen, better not take it. Must be some trap.
Yeah,
All right, so that check is out.
that check is out.
I suppose the other checks, Queen C8 check, Queen E8 check, are totally stupid and not
Right,
worthwhile.
right.
So there's one more check, right?
Yeah, you can sack the well, I don't know if you want to call it sack the exchange, but they're sacking something. Queen A8,
Queen A8,
knight takes.
knight takes.
Rook goes to B8, check. And now okay. No.
Well, there's only one move, right?
Yeah, King H7.
King H7. And now you've got a free move, right?
Mm-hmm. What do you mean a free move?
It's white to move. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you can set up a threat.
Right. The threat could be knight G6.
Yeah. And then how does black stop the checkmate?
Queen G8. No way, the pawn is in
But
the way.
there's a pawn there,
There's
right?
pawn in the way. How does black stop the checkmate? The only way would just be to spite check me with the queen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. There we go.
That's a nice one.
That is a nice one.
Dang.
Bingo, bango. All right. Black to move. Reaching the 2 rook mate.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is just a queen sack and then just mate with rook a5.
That's right.
Yeah, simple.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. They get me, man. When they're nice and easy. Oh, okay. This one's also just a common pattern, I think. Unless I'm gonna mess this up somehow.
Searching for Anderson's mate. Yeah, okay.
All right, so just queen takes a7.
Mm-hmm.
Only move is king takes
Yep.
a7, and then rook f1.
Rook F1.
Sorry, rook fa1. Okay, there's no other
Yes.
rook. Yeah.
Rook A1 check.
Yeah, rook a1 check. King b8, and then mate with rook a8. I think that's mate. That's mate.
Yeah. And trying to throw some, and all the other thing they can do is like throw some pieces onto the A file, but you just take them with a rook.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Because the important thing is when they play like rook A6 check, they can't then sneak the king out to B6 because that's guarded by the rook.
Right. So I'm imagining that they're gonna bring both the bishop and the rook into play, just to be
Yeah,
annoying.
it's just important. You got to check that these,
Uh,
most of the time when you do puzzle rush or whatever, the computer will just throw pieces in the way to make you click more because that's always fun.
all right.
But sometimes throwing pieces away will open up flight squares.
Mm.
But here it doesn't. It doesn't help. Oh, they make you do it. Bang.
Bang. Black to move. I think it's the same concept. We're just gonna sack essentially 2 rooks and then get the queen involved.
Yeah, there was in the dojo, like rapid a couple weeks ago, a game ended with this exact one. It was awesome.
Yeah. It was on the top right quadrant.
Yeah, because it was white checkmating black on the
Yeah.
king's side.
Yeah. 900 something player.
Yeah, it was in like I think I don't remember the rating divisions for that one. I can't remember if it was the under 1100 or the next one up, but it was one of those ones, and I think that person was just crushing everyone that day.
Alright, sometimes it appears as if Pillsbury's mate. Pillsbury. It's close, but cannot be reached. Black's last move, Queen C4, has set up a mate threat on A2 against White's king. He felt that the best White could do is draw with a perpetual check. Is this correct? I don't want to question it. So yeah, it's correct. No, I'm just kidding. No. So yeah, White has Rook G7,
Mm-hmm.
King H8, Rook takes F7, King G8,
Uh-huh.
Rook G7, and then again the king moves over to H8, and then just move your rook out of the way, or like move your rook backwards. I think that's it. Am I missing anything?
So moving the rook backwards along the G file?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's mate. You can put it anywhere. Too.
No, but they could also take your bishop, right?
Yeah, they can. They can take the bishop. So does it need to be a double check is the question.
So I'm trying to, because this is different from the one I saw.
Oh,
And
no.
I'm
What do you
trying
mean?
to think if. So the one I saw is you rook takes G7 check, right? King H8, rook G8 check, king takes G8, and then we do
okay.
the same thing with the other rook,
And
and then
that's
we
mate.
bring the queen in, and that would be checkmate. Kind of similar to the last pattern.
Similar. I
But
mean,
I'm trying to
I
see.
think these all end up in mate regardless. But yeah, I got you. But yeah, you're
So I'm
right.
just trying to
You're
think
right.
if you
You're
do.
right. I see the most forcing. I see the most forcing moves though.
So that one's just. Yeah, there's nothing they can do to stop that kind of checkmate.
I see.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
what it says here.
No, I see it. There. That's even more forcing. Yeah.
So yeah, your line does win, but I think you have to be. Yeah, you have to do the little windmill thing, and then I think you have to play the rook over and take the queen, or threaten the queen. Maximum training. Well, I don't know.
I did it. It's fine. It works.
All right.
But
Smothering assistance.
actually, I'm actually just slightly curious. I hit
Oh, what
rate.
it's gonna say on the if you do your line?
No. I want to just take it. I just want to quickly just pop it on the computer, and I'm curious. What?
Ah, okay. If there's a defense, probably not. I think it's just gonna be.
Yeah, it's mate and 4. It's a
So you have
difference
to-
between mate and 3 and mate and 4.
Oh, okay.
My line versus. Yeah, it's fine. It works. But we should go with most forcing.
They're all checks, so I don't know how much more forcing you want them to be. I guess double checks are double forcing, so.
Mate and 4,
Kudos on that.
terrible. I mean, I guess we're lucky, that it works in this situation.
No.
Like the other mates, because they might not
Oh.
always work. Yeah, I don't know. Just saying.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that one probably works in more scenarios, but these kind of arguments I don't think are, very worthwhile.
No. If
Really
you see,
sort of-
if you see mate, if there's a mate in 4 on the board and you see a mate in 5, and you calculated it right, just go with the mate in 5.
That's right. I
don't
mean,
be
it
looking
doesn't
for-
matter.
Yeah. All right. Now this one looks confusing as anything. Wow. All right. Uh-huh. Let's see. Whenever a player has more attacking pieces near the king than the defender has defending it, tactical combinations are likely to work. By the way, I started reading Yasser Serouan's winning chess tactics.
Uh-huh.
So, dude, oh my God. So what he does is he starts off by showing you the simple tactic, be it a fork, be it a pin, be it whatever you want to call it, right? And then he gives you progressively more difficult puzzles with it. So, like, he'll give you, like, 6 puzzles with it, and the first one you'd be like, oh, got this. This is a move. Right?
Okay, gotcha.
And then, like, by the time that you get to the last one, I'm just like, what do you see? Like, how am I supposed to see this in the middle of a game? You know?
Well, you put in hundreds and hundreds of hours of work outside to see them in games.
Right. Okay. Did you figure this one out yet or no?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, what's up? Who is that? Is it Kostya or anyone else?
It's Kostya.
Yeah. I'm trying to see who's online right now on Discord. I think it's Kostya. Yeah, it's Kostya. Hey, how's it going? Am I in your way, Kostya? Do you need to get on stream?
Oh,
Did you just
the
come here
U.S.
to?
Championships is going. Well, the men's is going into tie breaks tomorrow.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
We're excited to have you on Dojo Bros. If that's still a thing this week, or I don't know if you're gonna be busy with recovery. Nice.
Look at that. Yeah, I like how Fabi made his awesome comeback about everybody saying, "Oh, he's having such a terrible tournament." And
Yeah,
now,
that's what I was hearing.
at the end of the day, he's still tied for first. So
yeah. Yeah, Fabi came back. That was amazing.
All right, back to our chessmate
Yeah, I'm
pattern.
not. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not seeing it. I'm
All
looking
right.
for forcing moves. I mean, the most forcing moves that I see just seem dumb.
Well, okay. So, which is the first forcing move you think is dumb?
Queen takes a7.
Okay, queen takes a7 check, knight takes a7 only move. Followed
Oh,
with
I
more
saw it.
checks.
That wait.
Now
That
you
is
get it.
it. That is it. Silly Scott.
Yeah, I really like this knight and bishop
Yeah.
checkmate.
I.
It's really, really nice.
Yeah, Shankla's amazing. I wish he had a better tournament. Yeah, that was a cool checkmate.
103 out of 130 now. In session 3, or is this our 4th one?
I think this is 3.
3.
Yeah, we got through a lot the first day, and then the second day got really slow because they obviously
Yeah.
just get harder. All right, superior pieces. After a series of piece exchanges, Black was happy to have won the exchange. Active pieces at the moment, but if Black gets to trade a pair of rooks, White would be lost. Cool. Another what is like everyone already sees this so fast. Forcing
Well, so, I mean,
move.
okay, so don't feel bad because what people might have done is they're like, oh, they're doing that checkmate patterns. I'm gonna go do that myself, so that way the next time.
All right. So most forcing move I see is just bishop takes g7.
That's too forcing.
I
They're
that's
just gonna take it, and then
the
what?
most forcing move I saw. All right.
Ah, okay. So
I
checks,
got you.
captures, and threats, right?
Exactly.
Don't forget about the T's.
Exactly. Oh, that's another nice one. So rook d6
Mm-hmm.
threatens to take the bishop.
And
And it threatens to checkmate on h6.
aha.
Now, unfortunately, oh no, that would just put us up 2 pieces for the, or not 2 pieces. That would just put us up the exchange and a piece back.
Oh, yeah.
So rook
Right.
rook f6 like is a
And then
defense.
just take it with the bishop.
Take it with the bishop.
And then what?
Takes with pawn, and then you take the rook or the bishop.
The bishop.
With
So
the
that
rook.
loses a rook. Or I guess it's a fancy way to lose a bishop.
Yeah, you lose a bishop. They lose a
Yeah,
bishop.
but whatever. You're still up a bishop at the end.
Right. Okay, I like that. That's pretty
Yeah.
forcing.
I think that's it.
But I want to checkmate.
Well, they'll probably let you do it.
Oh, they let me do it.
Because even I found a couple problems in this, or like lessons or whatever you want to call the little things. The best defense won't lose to a checkmate. They'll just like lose like a piece or something like this. But the point is, if they don't lose the piece, then you checkmate them.
Right.
So that's why it's still checkmating patterns. Because sometimes
Right.
people are like, oh man, I don't want to lose that piece, and then they don't see it'll get checkmated if they
Right.
don't. So real world experience. Ooh, there's another good one.
Oh boy, this is rough. Forcing moves. That's all Kasha ever says. It's just
Yeah.
forcing moves.
Kosha with the copy paste.
No, anyway, I see this one. This is just Queen H1, Bishop takes, Rook H1.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
The usual light squared weakness. Yeah, most of the time it works every time. Exactly. 60% of the time it works every time.
That's right. Love that movie. All right, cool. Absolutely maybe. All right.
Here's another good one. You should be all over this one with your
it's the
weak
exact
color
same
complex.
thing. It's the exact same thing as the last one. Well, it's a combination of Queen H3, Queen C. Queen F1.
Yep.
Queen takes H2. King takes Rook check H8, and then King moves, and then checkmate on Rook H1.
What if they do Queen H3?
What?
So
Oh,
we've played Queen Queen H3.
Oh, we
Queen
take
F1.
We take it. They take again, and then we bring the other rook in.
And that is
Mate.
Is it?
Oh, it will be. There's.
So what's the line if they block with the queen?
If they block with the queen.
Yep. So we played Queen H3.
They take it with the rook, or you take it with the rook.
Yep.
And then. Then it's check.
Right. So they can't play King G1 because that's checkmate on H1.
And that's it.
So they take it, and then
they take it, and then there's
checkmate,
the other
right?
There's the other rook, and then you check again.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
All right. So ship it. Oh, see? Look at that. Block them with your face. Bam.
Little spaghetti, what's up? All right.
Torture him. He had it. Oh, I've seen him draw arrows.
I didn't draw arrows.
No, not today.
Until that was over. I may have done it at the last second, but all right. If white can exchange some key pieces, there will be an edge in an end game. So far, white has been able to defend by gaining control of the critical G2 square. Yeah, a little spaghetti. I don't know. This isn't really scheduled. Now white hopes to trade rooks and play a move such as rook F1. All right. Cool. Not on my watch.
Yeah.
Not on my watch. Yeah, I don't have it. Thank you, Neve. Appreciate it. Coach just gone. Someone had to say forcing moves.
Yeah, this is a hard one.
All right.
Yeah. This is one of the ones I was telling you about where you can find a better defense than what's going to happen, but you'll be up like a piece, I think, at the end of some craziness. I would do one better and say this is quite difficult rather than just kind of difficult.
Nice. That's awesome. Not what you said, what someone said in chat. No, this is pretty difficult.
Oh, I don't say anything awesome. I see how it is.
Okay. The only.
Do you want some advice on this one? Or you got some thoughts you want to talk out?
The only thing I'm thinking is the queen isn't necessarily trapped, but you can threaten the queen with a rook
No, the
a2.
queen's got a whole bunch of.
It has the diagonal. It has the diagonal.
At the very least, it has f6, right?
Right. Right.
And then it's attacking your knight.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, let's just go with like rook takes rook. That's the first move. Bishop takes.
Just play bishop takes. Because the key to this one is you're trying to get at that h2 square with the rook, right?
Right.
So the rook is pinned to the rook on g2 is pinned, right? If that rook were to move, you would checkmate them there.
Right.
And there's but one defender of that rook, right?
Right.
So you can start by removing the defender.
The bishop?
Yep, the bishop. So how can you attack that bishop?
I mean, I see knight takes. I don't know. Knight takes g5. You can attack it. I don't really see anything else.
Attack it with a different piece, because our knight is critical for the checkmate, right?
Oh, okay. Oh, so you could go queen c8.
Queen c8, right? Can't take it, because if they play it, then you take on h2 and they can't defend you take on g2 and they can't defend h2.
Oh, I see. Okay. So the line is probably queen c8.
Yep.
Rook takes e2.
Rook takes e2.
Probably. Oh no, that ends up in a mate for them as well.
Well, no, because they have rook b2.
Oh, they do. They do have rook b2.
That's a defense, but I think you can. I think that loses the queen, right?
Yeah.
Well, it gets messy. But I think, because I think for this one, it's complicated, and what they show you in this isn't the best defense. But if you play it against the computer, it will play the best defense, and you'll just end up like
A piece up.
a
All right.
piece up
Well, I'm
with
gonna do
queen
that.
still on the board. So
I'm gonna see how they handle it, and then we're gonna head over to the computer and play against it. All right. So here, I think we can. Here, I think we just take the rook.
yep, just take the rook.
Just take the rook. There. Uh.
Okay, so you're there, and now.
Yeah. I mean, I think Queen H3 is probably the most accurate.
Yep. Queen H3, and they can't stop the double threat
Yeah.
of checkmate on H2 and checkmate on G2.
All right. So let's go here. Analyze. And there. All right. Cool. Practice versus computer. Cool. I'm doing this against a computer now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the rook B2 is more stubborn defense, but you can just
Here. No.
But you don't want to. You can't do that one actually.
No, I can't.
Because your queen is hanging.
Right, my queen is hanging.
So I think you just take the rook and then take on H3.
Take the rook. Okay. Got it. Okay.
And we're a knight up, but queens are still on the board. Now you're playing against the computer, so
I'm gonna lose. That's what you're saying.
no, it's the computer's going to be really stubborn, and you have to play accurately because the queen is still on the board. If you got the queens off and still had a knight,
I'm not playing.
you'd probably be fine. But you're also now defending, against their queenside majority. So there's that annoyance. And
Yeah, let's not.
this isn't checkmate patterns. This is endgame conversion.
Yeah, I'm not playing against no computer.
I think that'd be something fun to do in all these like puzzle rushes that give you like the winning endgame, where a lot of them are like queen versus rook, and it's like, yeah, okay, this 900 rated puzzle. Clearly, all 900s know how to run against queen versus rook, so end the puzzle there.
I know, that's kind of silly. It's no joke. A queen versus a rook. It's very difficult. I think I've seen Magnus draw a game like that.
Against who?
I think I saw it. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure, like the Super Grandmaster play, all the Super Grandmasters will be able to figure out how to win queen versus rook, because even like the most stubborn defenses, people usually mess up. Like it's basically always losing with some few like miracle positions. But if it's just plain queen, plain
Alexa,
rook,
I think there was a pawn.
yeah. If there's pawns, then sure.
There was.
But
I think it was queen versus rook and one pawn.
Yeah. I think most of the puzzle rushes are just. Well, sometimes it has a pawn for the other side, but I'm pretty sure you'd be able to pick it off pretty quick.
All right, cutting off communications. All right, let's see here.
Okay, this is a great one. Almost the millennial trick.
Millennial tricks. Gotta hate them. Is it just the simple? Oh yeah. All right. This is the simple. No, it's not because the queen takes.
Yeah, it's not queen takes f2. Yeah, I do the same thing, Renek. I was like, oh, millennial trick, millennial trick.
Ah, okay. So I guess we could check first
With
the bishop.
the bishop and king h1. And now comes the important move.
The important move
Right.
is I don't know how important is it.
Very important.
Oh, okay.
This is what makes it all work.
But I'm not sure if the bishop needs to stay along that diagonal, the G1 to A7 diagonal, or if it just needs to move out of the way.
It can move. Because now the king's, tucked in the corner. But yeah. The follow-up to bishop f2 check is the most important move. So this would be one of those.
This is what makes it super forcing.
That's right. This is what makes it win versus white might be able to hold on.
Oh, okay, because otherwise... okay, I see that defense. Because if it wasn't for bishop e8, white could just move the bishop away. And
bishop e8?
Or b1. Bishop e1 afterwards?
Okay, so we're looking at bishop f2 check, king h1, bishop e1.
Right. But then the king could just... No, the king can't step back.
King, yeah, if the king comes back, then we just checkmate them on f1, right? Because our bishop now
right is protected
right in front of the
right.
rook.
Yeah, so I think that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But you gotta check the other ones, like what about queen to e2?
Yeah.
Or are you just puzzle rushing it and hoping everything works out?
Always, dude. Always.
Oh, they played that stupid bishop move? Okay. Well, what would you do if we go back on queen e... Yeah, well, yeah. Because queen e2 is just like the same thing, right? You just start taking on f1. I'm saying instead of because there's other defenses that they had.
To what?
To bishop e1.
Not really.
But no, because
really.
everything else is just gonna be checkmate.
Right.
Or just losing the bishop. Ooh, wait. Oh yeah, that would be a nice one. If they did, are you still looking at it, or did you move on to the other
I moved on.
Because if they do h3, you take... they play king h2. And then they have a forced checkmate with bishop h3, king takes h3, queen f4, checkmate.
Okay.
As a cute little checkmate. I don't know if you want to go back and look at that one, but that one's a really cute one.
Okay. Yeah, why not? Or not. Okay, so you're saying h3 here.
Mm-hmm. So if they go h3, we take on f1, king h2, bishop g3 check, and then king takes, and then queen f4 checkmate.
Ooh, okay.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, that is nice. It's cheeky.
A cheeky little mate.
All right, so all right, cool.
But other than if they don't play h3, then you just take twice on f1 and it's over. So
I don't people just ignore that I did that arrow. I don't even know why I did that. I was not even looking at the board. I literally just did an arrow. I was literally just did an arrow. It wasn't anything. Like it wasn't like I didn't even actually look at the position. All I did was an arrow. All right. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have a thought in my mind.
Is it related to the arrow you drew?
It is.
Okay.
It's exactly the arrow that I drew.
All
But I
right,
kid you
so
not, I did that arrow without like actually like looking at the position. It was just like, oh, the knight can go here. Like that's all I saw. All right. Like not even like it's a possible, like it's not even like, oh, it's a good move. I was like, oh, it's just a possible move. You know?
Okay.
Just I
So
wasn't
what's your
even
possible move?
All right. So knight goes to c6. Check.
Okay, forking the king and queen.
Love it.
So gotta take it.
You got to take it. Right? And then what do you call it? Pawn takes.
Pawn takes. And now what's the killer move?
I want forcing. Hold on. I'm debating between bishop a6 and just checking. Check. Queen.
Queen.
Queen c8 check.
Okay, king takes.
King takes. Bishop a6 check.
Yep.
King b8.
Yep.
Rook d8 mate.
Nailed them.
Got him.
Oh, lose your queen or get checkmated. I guess no, because if their only other option is king h8 and then queen c8 is checkmate anyway, so it's just checkmate. It's over. There's no saving it. Awesome. Look at you.
Look at that. You know what? Oh no!
Awesome.
Why did I do that? I didn't even mean to do that.
Ow!
I don't even know why I moved that. That's not even the line I said I was gonna do. I actually did that last week in a game, I was like, all right, this is the line I want to do, and then I started doing it, and then I messed up the move order, and I was like, I knew that wasn't the move order. Like, why did I play that?
Oh yeah.
My fingers just like, yeah.
All right.
All right, cool.
Defending against Mayet's mate. So this is one of these annoying defense puzzles.
Yeah.
We're trying not to get smoked as white.
Yeah. The only move I really see is just F3, but
So F3 and they just take it, right?
yeah, and then they take it, and then I move my king up, I guess. That's no bueno. They win my queen. I don't
They
like
do?
that. Yeah. Oh, I guess.
Oh, because you're look. How?
Oh, so F3,
Uh-huh.
bishop takes.
Yep.
Let's just say I go.
King F2.
King F2.
Yeah, and then.
They take my knight with the bishop.
Yep.
And
And
then
then
regardless
whatever
of,
happens.
yeah, and then rook.
If you take it back, then rook H2 skewers the queen. So
Right.
okay. So F3 probably not helpful.
Oh, I could go King F1.
King F1. And then on the event of rook H1 check, you have
Knight G1.
knight G1. And we're scared but alive.
We're scared but alive. They do have the unfortunate and really annoying bishop F3 after that, though. That seems like a really annoying move.
I think we can deal with that. Because then I think we can play queen C3.
Queen C3.
Mm-hmm.
Queen D5.
Queen D5. You're not going to get checkmated when I play queen C8 check? Because I'm not the only one. White's not the only one with an exposed queen.
Fair.
And then I got, rook C7 check, queen H. Like, I think queen D5, black's going to get smoked along the C file.
Alright, fair. We'll go with King F1.
So I think king F1, we're scared but alive. Ah.
I like the question mark. Why is there a question mark?
Question mark?
Yeah, it's exclam question mark.
Oh. So what was that one? It's like
It's dubious.
It's not dubious is question mark exclam. The exclam question mark is like an interesting move. Or something like this. It's not dubious. It's like, oh, it's a move that you don't think about. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just, a solid choice, I suppose.
Right. Wait, I have a book here. I wonder if this book has the same. Like all these chess books have. Oh, here it is. Interesting move. That's
Yeah.
exclam question mark. I just get a lot of double question marks. All right, next. Next.
This one. Because now we're trying to figure out what to do on queen d5, right?
Mm-hmm. We're a pawn up. F3 would lose that pawn, but we would survive. Would we? No, we wouldn't. No, we would. No, we wouldn't. No, we would. We would survive.
I don't think you want to. What are you looking at? Or are you drawing a bunch of arrows silently?
Drawing a bunch of arrows silently.
What were your arrows?
I was thinking F3, just to make
Nah, I think we can do better than that.
room for my queen to be able to defend my king.
Oh, how are you going to handle the threat of rook takes? Well, okay. Well, yeah, okay. So if you move the f pawn, I think you might be losing on rook takes knight.
If I move the F pawn,
Mm-hmm.
okay, rook takes knight.
Yep. Because you can't do king takes rook because queen h1 check, then you step up to the second file, queen h2 skewers your queen.
No, hold on. F1 or F3, sorry. Right? F3, rook takes H1 or G1.
Wait. So if you play f3, I think I just. Oh, hold on.
F3, there, takes.
Oh, okay. So on f3, I was sorry. I was thinking about f4. So you can't play f4 for the reason I said. If you play f4, I just take the knight and then skewer the queen. So on f3, I think I can just take it with my queen.
Oh, wait. F3, take what with your queen?
Take the pawn.
Oh, yeah. You can. That's annoying, because then take with the queen. I block with my queen. They can take.
But then I just.
They
Then
can
I just take the knight.
take the knight
Yeah, I
with the
still
rook.
take the knight. Because then king
Then
takes
it's
g,
mate.
and then that's
yeah,
checkmate.
yeah. It's mate.
Yeah, chess
Yeah.
numbers. Yeah, I think you just have.
Okay, so
You're just
that's
getting killed with the rook takes
not
after
the,
either a check or straight away.
that's not a defense.
Yeah, so f pawn, can't move the f pawn.
Can't have that pawn. I could try moving the king.
Yeah, just move the king.
Probably go to E2.
Oh, yeah, because if we don't, then we'll
We lose
just
the knight.
drop the knight, right? So just
Yeah.
run and maybe we're alive. So
Pawn cloud
we
is
didn't
better
get
than
checkmate.
F3.
We didn't lose a bunch of our pieces, so maybe that's why King F1 got the interesting move. You might still be dead, but it's unclear how exactly you're gonna lose, or how exactly Black's going to win.
Ooh, that's right. Queen G2 would be annoying.
Queen G2. Oh, so in the ending position there.
Yeah.
Can we play Queen B1?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
Well, this is one of those things where you would want to be Black, but Black is the one that has to find the accurate moves. Otherwise, you're going to worm your way out and be up a pawn, and then maybe you'd have your chance to go after Black's king. So,
defense or attack? Black is up a pawn and has just created some mate threads. Da-da-da-dun.
oh yeah, this one. An absolute classic.
Sorry, your wife is texting me. All right. Cool. Are we? I mean, we could. We could. I see a way we could restore parity.
Who wants to restore parity, Scott? We want to crush this person.
All right. Just saying. I see parity. Parity. Oh, bishop c3 is interesting. Does it lose? I think bishop c3 just wins.
Doesn't win hard enough.
Doesn't win hard enough.
We want to win right now. We got places to be and tea to drink.
All right. Oh. Okay, so I guess we can always sack. Sacking is nice. Let's sack. Sack
Okay.
double check rook d8.
Checkmate. Yeah, that's it. Just like Reddy did the Tartakower. Bam. GG. Oh, maybe bishop c3 didn't even win to begin with. So, yeah, didn't win hard enough. Because it might not have even won.
I'm just curious.
Oh yeah, didn't work. Anyway, we'll just go with. All right, extraordinary efforts.
Aha. Yeah, this is a spicy one. Offer a draw, make the effort. We're not in the charity business here, Nevesorth. We checkmate them.
Okay. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I see
Well,
I see a cool pattern, but it requires cooperation from black.
all right. Well, start with that, and then try and figure out what to do if they don't cooperate.
Sure. Queen takes
Queen takes rook,
d4.
right?
Yep.
Okay. Pawn takes.
Pawn takes.
Mm-hmm.
Bishop g3 check.
Yep.
And now this is kind of where the cooperation kind of needs to come into play. If they decide to do nothing, fingers crossed, and just move the king over, we
So
can.
king a8.
Yep. We can uh, take with the rook on a6.
Mm-hmm.
Pawn takes. Oh, that's not forcing enough. What am I missing? Oh, wait. Pawn takes. Bishop.
Yeah, you
Bishop
gotta do with the
check.
bishop.
Oh, the queen is no longer there and in the way.
Right. And then they can just throw the rook away. But you checkmate them with, 3 pieces crushing across the diagonal, the 2 bishops and the pawn.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's do it.
Okay, well, hold on a second.
Oh, okay.
I said
Go.
that's if they cooperate, right?
Right.
So what are the ways they couldn't cooperate?
I guess there's just one more move in the position that they could do, which is rook c7 and same thing. It doesn't matter.
Oh, what are you going to do
which.
on rook c7?
I'm gonna take that rook with my bishop, and then they're gonna.
Okay.
I mean, again, it's the exact same thing, except they could go to c8, and I could just mate with the other bishop.
Right, so then bishop f5.
Yeah.
Checkmate them that way.
Yeah. Or if they
Yeah.
go the other way, it's the same mate, just the other way.
Yep, and the only other things they could do is throw pieces in the way, like the queen.
I don't even.
But whatever.
The queen. Boom.
Bang. What a nice checkmate.
Nice. Look at that.
White to move, don't fall asleep. Okay. All right,
Black.
giving everything up for mate.
Everything. Everything? Everything.
Everything.
Oh, that's a fun one. All right, cool. Bishop takes.
Bishop takes.
Sorry. Bishop. Bishop check on a2.
Okay. King takes a2.
King takes
Move.
at a2. Uh, b1 promote to queen.
Okay.
Wait, no, that doesn't work. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna. Were you looking at if they do king takes?
Yeah, no, I was doing rook takes as well, but then I missed rook b3, and I just saw it.
Yeah, rook takes saves it. I think king takes. I think they get checkmated with the
Yeah,
check along the b file.
They do.
So
I just missed rook b3, and then I just saw it as I was saying the line.
yeah, so those forcing moves don't work out.
Okay, fine. But the bishop goes there anyway. Takes. Queen check. King goes to the one safe square. I don't see the ending.
Yeah, I don't think that works.
Okay, might not be it then.
The second move is nasty, says Alexa. I think if you're thinking like Scott's thinking, I'm not so sure. Because you're still looking at bishop a2 check, the forcing moves. Because I'll confess, when I first did this one, I definitely got this one wrong. After a good think, I messed it up. This one is probably one of the hardest ones, I think.
It needs to be forcing. I have room to make one quiet move.
Well, I'll put it this way. Where's the king going? Right? Can white move his king at all?
The only like the only move, the only issue is that I have that knight is giving me the knight on h5 is giving me a defense for one move. So
right. You're not getting checkmated right now, so
not
you have
getting
time for a quiet move.
I have time for one quiet move, and everything else has to be forcing.
Yep. Okay, so I'll put it this way. So with your quiet move, you're going to set up something big with bishop a2 check, right?
Okay.
Because that's the king has to take it, has no other option, and then you can try and get in there with the queen, because that's the only other piece on that side of the board. right?
Sure. Okay, I got it.
All right, what's your move?
Uh, it's Queen C6.
Yeah, that's it. Because the move order is important,
Yeah.
as I think I was just talking with Alex. If you try bishop a2 check, king takes a2, queen c6, and that move order, but then they actually have, yeah, as Alex is pointing out, king b3. The amazing, I'm going to run it to your face and survive. So then they'll be able to bring the knight over, or if you try and move the bishop around, they can play c4, stuff like this. So yeah, it's the quiet move, queen c6 first, threatening up the hammer of the bishop a2 check, queen takes a4, and then checkmate on a1.
That was fun.
Yeah, I was waiting for all the people to say forcing moves and for them all to be wrong. But maybe this is I don't know. Does queen c6 count as a threat or just a quiet move?
Yeah, Erikita, I agree. I thought we were giving up more than that. I thought we were giving up everything. That's also why I wanted to go B1 because of the title of this thing. I was like, we got to give up that. That sounds like a cool thing to give up.
Yeah, and there should have been some, miracle king run where it just runs away, and then eventually they run out of checks and you checkmate them.
Exactly. All my pawns are gone. Just I don't even know how I checkmate them. It happens. All right. Uh-huh. Greco's delightful sacrifice.
So this is like your bread and butter, how to smash the French and impress all your friends.
Boom. I think it works here. Greek gift works, right? Are all the makings of a Greek gift are here.
Mm-hmm.
Are we missing one? How many? There's 5 things that make a Greek gift.
5 things.
I don't know. I think that there's a rule.
Well, it's basically you can check them with the knight on g5. Your queen
Hey,
can
Neve,
come
thanks
to
for joining
the
us.
h file, and black can't, bring a knight back to f6. So you usually have a pawn
can't bring
on
an
e5.
f6, or they can't bring a defender of onto h. They can't. Defender of h7. So like a lot of times. All right, so I'm just gonna go to Greek gift. Bam, we went for it.
Okay, so Greek gift. So you're starting this off, and then here's like the important thing. Do you know this checkmate pattern?
The Greek gift one? Yeah.
Well,
from here I do.
you do? So where are you? What have you played so far?
This bishop takes h7.
Okay, so bishop takes h7, king takes h7.
Yeah. Knight g5.
Knight g5. And then you basically have to look at, I guess there's a couple moves, but I think they all get crushed. You have to figure out how to defend against, what to do, I should say, if they try king g6, king h6. But we'll focus on the classic pattern of what do they do when they go back, king g8.
Right. King g8, queen h5.
Yep. Okay. And they go, say, rook. They play like rook 8.
Rook e8.
Mm-hmm. This is the pattern to know. How to checkmate if they go rook e8.
All right, rook e8.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just step forward in the position really quick.
Yeah, go ahead and play those moves out. So that way you get the position where they just play rook e8.
Cool.
Because then you have two, tempting checks, right?
Right.
So it's just important you do. This is like this little pattern to know. So that way, if you go for the Greek gift in the game, you don't have to waste too much time checking this one, because you'll have seen this one before. No, rook e8 just loses.
All right, so queen takes. All right, let's just go with let's just go without takes. Let's just go queen h7. Check.
Okay.
All right.
King f8.
King f8.
And then they run to e7, right?
Yeah, they run to e7. It's fine. They run to e7.
So then you play like queen h8, your king e7.
Yeah. They run queen e7, and then I could just. Oh no, I can't because the knight is there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't like that. So then there's queen f7.
Yeah. This is the important one. You got to do queen f7 check first.
Okay. Only.
So then they have to go king h8.
Yep.
And it's a.
Oh, okay. I see it. There. Then go back to queen h5.
Yep. And then king g8.
King g8. Check on h7 with the queen.
Yep. King f8.
King f8. Check again on h8 with the queen.
King e7.
7 and then g7. Queen g7.
Queen takes g7, checkmate.
Yep.
That's right. So this is like the little Greco checkmate pattern to know that you have to take that f7 pawn first and then you go for the checks along the H file, because your pawn on E5 also covers that critical D6 square, and their pieces are just in the way. Specifically, the rook on E8, the pawn on E6, and the queen on D8. Okay, so that is but one thing to consider in the Greek gift. You also have to figure out stuff like if they don't go king G8 after they take the bishop, what are you going to do if they play like, well, I guess in that one, if they do king H6, you can just play knight takes F7, forking the king and queen, since it's a check from the bishop and the knight.
Right.
And if they do king G6, then you just have to know you play queen G4, and that will probably crush them. But there's more to calculate. But those are like the three kind of things to be aware of.
Okay.
And then I guess there's also they don't take the bishop, and they play king H8. Then I think you still go
Queen. Or you
queen H5, and then bring the knight to G5, and you're still going to checkmate him.
Right.
But yeah, I think you got this one.
Cool. All right.
All right.
Jeez. Oh God. In my mind, I'm thinking of moves like rook f h3, and then bishop takes g6.
Yeah, I mean, the kind of problem you got, though, is if you try and go slow, white has, well, if you bring, rook f to h3, so you bring the other rook to the h file, you've got two pieces hitting h7, but white still has two attackers. And if you try and bring the queen back, like queen h4, then they have the obnoxious moving their f pawn. Because now then they have that second rank defense, or the defense along the 7th rank for them.
Right.
So I think we got to do something a little more smashing.
All right. So bishop takes g6.
All right. So let's start eliminating the recaptures.
All right. So
So
f pawn takes. It's just mate with queen f8.
right. Okay.
And
then
h pawn
the
takes.
h pawn takes.
Mate on h8.
Mate on 8-8. Okay.
All right. So now the last choice is knight takes on g6.
Yep.
And from here, If we want to get really forcing, do they both work? Does only one of them work? Oh man. Can they bring any other pieces in after that? Can't even run away. There's rook takes h7 as a choice.
Are we going to the first move, or are we going into the bishop
No,
takes
no,
h6,
no.
knight
Oh,
takes, or
sorry.
sorry,
No,
bishop takes
we're
g6?
still on that line.
Okay, so we've played bishop takes g6, knight takes g6. Then you're looking at rook takes h7.
Right. Rook takes h7.
I think I'll be a coward and play king f. Oh wait, no. Just need to checkmate me there. Oh, I'm just gonna take it with my king. And then what?
Rook h3.
King g8. And my lovely little knight defends h8.
Oh. All right. So we gotta take your knight then.
Okay, so let's try that one.
Yeah.
So-
Rook takes knight. Obviously, if the first pawn takes, same thing. If the
First pawn being f pawn.
Yeah, if the f pawn takes, same thing. You still mate on that square. If the other pawn takes, you just slide your rook across, and now you can mate. And
Right.
there's no defending move.
Yeah, there's no defending the mate on h8. Yeah, so let's check it one quick time. So we played bishop takes g6,
Oh yeah, sorry.
right?
Yeah.
And then we said either pawn moves, we checkmate them. I guess we didn't look at what happens if they just do nothing.
If they do nothing.
Yeah, but I think we're just gonna play bishop takes h7 check,
Yeah.
and then checkmate them along the h file, just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
in our main line. So
Yeah.
they either take it or not, it doesn't matter. So may as well play knight takes
Right.
g6, and then our crushing move rook takes knight,
Yep. Rook takes knight,
or rook takes g6,
and then rook takes h3, or rook to h3.
rook h3. Yep.
Boom. And then just mate. There's two mates.
Oh, you selected the correct one.
The correct one?
Yeah, because you got the green check mark, right? Otherwise, it gives you the gray question mark or something like this that says, yeah, fine, but we can only program one green check mark, evidently, so
Yeah!
there you go.
See, it tells me I had to do it.
Yeah, the puzzle continues because there's only one green checkmate allowed.
Try again.
The classic Pillsbury Lee. Yeah, this is a sweet move.
This is a sweet. White's move. This is supposed to be a sweet move, you say?
Yes. This is a sweet, sweet move.
I don't see any sweet moves.
Okay. So I guess the question is, well, I think you're familiar because we saw this one earlier. This kind of like rook and bishop sort of checkmate pattern when the king has the diagonal exposed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a move like if the queen weren't there,
Yeah.
you could play like rook g1 check, and then
I
have to
think-
go to the corner. Then you move the bishop in, then move the bishop to take the f6 pawn, and that would be a checkmate, right?
So we're thinking a queen sack. I like it.
Right.
Queen. So queen f3 is the only one that makes sense.
Queen f3, forking the queen and the rook on b7. And if they take the queen, then we get in our satisfactory bing bang boom checkmate with the rook and the bishop, right?
Yep. Bing.
So queen
bang,
f3,
Boom.
queen takes f3, rook g1 check.
Oh, I did it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah.
Well, at least you didn't draw arrows, so that's good.
I did not draw arrows. You hear that, kids? Don't draw arrows. They're bad for your chess. And Barron will cut you.
Well, I think I'm like the old people that are always thinking about playing OTB chess again. But if you only ever want to play on chess.com, then I guess you can draw all the arrows you want. Unless they suddenly decide to remove that feature and thus angering everyone who love their arrows.
Cool. I think I got it. No, I don't got it. I don't got this one. Silly Scott. No, I feel you. I am trying to get away from drawing the arrows.
Because I think you can draw the arrows even when you're in an actual like live game, right?
Yes, yes, you can. When I go OTB, I'm bringing a dry erase board marker. The middle of the game.
Oh, just like pull
Hold
out like
on.
your, set it up on chess.com and just like 1 second, and then just start drawing all the arrows on the laptop.
1 second, or just like just bring like really big arrow like cutouts and just like put them on the board.
Okay. I think I've got this one.
I'm a little annoyed at this one. All right. I'm annoyed because I just have to calculate. All right. Queen takes rook.
Okay.
King takes queen.
Hmm. And what's your obvious follow-up that you want to consider?
Rook takes f7.
Rook takes f7. Okay, so then there's two moves. There's king back to g8 and king to f8. Let's look at king to g8 first.
That's suicide. So,
Okay, so how do you checkmate them?
uh, it, you go check with the rook, and then they move up, and
Check
then you
where?
f8,
Yep. And then they have to play king g7,
and then you check again with the other rook, and then
rook 1 f7, checkmate.
yep.
Okay, so what if they go e8?
There. Then if they go e8, let's check again. Why not?
Check with what?
With the rook.
To where?
I got you. I got you. I got you. E7.
Mm-hmm. That's the good check.
That's the good check.
And then they have to go king d8,
Mate with f8. Rook f8.
and then
check.
rook f8, checkmate. That nice bishop hitting that e7 square.
That was what I was trying to calculate. I was trying to calculate if I could get away, and then I need to remember that.
So I think they do get away if you play rook f8 check in that line.
Yes.
Because then they're just shuffling down on the light squares, and then you feel sad that you blew it after your super awesome check or sacrifice with the queen. Oops.
What?
Mouse slip. I just mouse slipped.
Ah.
Just put it through.
I'm curious. They do get away, don't they?
Yeah, they're just
Mother.
running like mad. Because I mean, the annoying thing is you still got this problem of, G2, so you have no time for a quiet move.
Right. Right. Cool. Let's see here. Okay. Do we trap the queen or do we win? I guess we don't trap the queen. That's not necessarily forced. Almost forced. This type of position can easily arise from coming. Excuse me.
Yeah, this is one where the move order is a little bit important. What were you thinking about?
What was I thinking about?
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to trap the queen, but
Okay, so you're looking at a move like knight e6, right?
eventually, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Now I was looking at 96 to start with, and that one seems fun.
Oh, okay. So they just take your knight.
They take my knight, and then I take with the bishop.
And they play king h8, and
King h8. Right, and then that's it. That's all I got. Don't like it
So-
after that.
not so good.
Not so good.
So try it. Let's change a different order.
Sure. Bishop takes.
Bishop takes. So we're forking
F7.
rook and the king.
Mhm.
So if they move the king, we'll just take the rook. If nothing better, we can at least be up the exchange. Okay, so now they do king takes.
King takes. Um.
Now you had that perfectly nice knight sacrifice, right?
Yeah, I know, but I was actually looking at playing that now and seeing
Okay,
what happens with it. It just moves the king more forward.
okay. So then
Oh, I
they
see it
take.
now. I see it. No, I don't see it. That's a lie. You're a liar, Scott.
Oh, but keep going. So you just played bishop takes f7 check, king takes f7, knight e6 hitting the trapped queen, so king takes e6.
Right. And the only check I see in the position is queen f 3 or queen f or queen g4.
Okay, well, queen f3 is not
That's
a
not a
check,
check. That's not a check. So that's sorry, queen g4.
and you've missed a check.
I missed a check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see it now. I see you, buddy.
And this is a really good check because it covers their retreat.
Yep, forces them more into the open. So queen d5.
Queen d5 check, and then let's see, where was this guy at? He was on e6, so then f6 was the only legal move. Or sorry, king f6, I should say.
Oh, and then just mate with queen f5.
And queen f5 is mate because the bishop and the pawn on g7 cut off the retreat.
Right. Just
One of
imagine
these.
like being in move like what? This is probably like move 10 in the game.
Well, let's see. So a couple pawn moves from, so 3 pawn moves from white, 2 knight moves, and 2 bishop moves to get the starting position. So this is maybe like move 9 or something,
Yeah.
or a castle. So probably like move 10 or 11.
Yeah. Just
So yeah.
imagine move 10 of the game, and then they come out with this. I'd be so pissed.
So what opening do you think this might have been from?
I mean, it tells me right there. It says king pawn's opening.
Oh, that doesn't tell you anything, Scott.
Oh,
E4, E5.
all right. E4, E5. I don't know. This isn't a bad opening. This isn't. It's not the French. Maybe the French. Actually,
Oh, probably knight f3 and then b6. So this like oh, what's it called? Philidor's defense, I think, or something like this.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's usually what I do with the Philidor defense.
So this is probably a smashing of the Philidor because of this stupid move knight f6 to d7 for some reason. Cool. I think you got it. So ship it. Bang. Alright, what do we got? Like 13 to go or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Up to you if you want to keep going or if you want to take a break and finish another night. I know that you have some things to do at home.
Let's do this one because this one is absolutely amazing.
All right. This complex middle game position is full of tactical complications. All right, cool.
This was supposed to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I see it. Knight d3. Check.
Okay, so there's a lot more to it than that, but still, that's a good start. So then the only move is king d1.
King d1.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't see it.
Oh man.
Just don't see it.
Well, since I need to get to bed at some point, you can sack your queen.
Really? E1?
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Queen E1 check.
E1. King takes.
King can't take. It's defended by the knight.
Oh yeah, it's defended by the knight, and neither can the.
The bishop has.
Oh, the bishop. The
Your
bishop takes.
king. The king's on D1,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that
The
bishop's
bishop.
no longer
The
pinned.
bishop takes.
Okay. And if you're gonna sack your queen, you may as well sack your rook too.
Nah. What?
So we played knight D3 check, king D1, queen E1 check, bishop takes E1. Then you can sack your C rook, rook C1 check,
Rook C1 check.
rook takes C1. And then you have the amazing knight B2 checkmate.
Knight B2 checkmate. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that.
So this should be like the giving everything up for mate one.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
But
Just 'cause
yeah,
it
if you know
can't
this, like
move.
these stupid terms, I shouldn't say these stupid, these esoteric terms like epaulets mate. You know that tells you something because this is the idea that the king
Like
is
that one
flanked by two of
square.
its own pieces, so it can't
Right.
escape laterally.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that one's beautiful.
Yeah, if someone did this to me in the middle of a game, I'd report him. Just immediately.
Especially when it's like 3 seconds later and then just like bang, 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 you're dead.
You're getting reported.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, cool. So we are. Oh, there's next. Oh no, what happened? Whatever. We're like. Do you remember what number we're at?
I want to say like 114 or 115 or something like that. So I think we're reached the halfway mark of what we had left. So if we keep doing halfway to the end every time, we'll still be here for like 3 more weeks.
I literally just did the puzzle again just to look at the number, and I forgot to look at the number. But doesn't matter. Yeah, so probably do this in a couple or like next week if you have the time,
Yeah, next week's fine.
or whatever. But yeah, do you have anyone that you would like to host?
Let's see. Ah, it's on. Hmm. I'm a big fan of Let's Chess Live.
All right,
They
let's
do
just
pretty good educational stuff and fun stuff too.
I like it. We'll do that.
Right from the beginning.
All right, cool. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate all the support as always. I'll be back on Wednesday morning for Dojo Bros, and then I'll be back on Friday night myself for Friday Night Fights. But anyway, thank you all for coming, and thank you, Barron, for helping me out with this.
Hey, you're welcome.
All right, everyone, have a great evening.
All right. Bye.